Sometimes, the person you least expect can hold the lesson you need most. I want to tell you about a morning that changed how I see success. Years ago, I was a young CEO, shiny office, corner view, more money than time. I thought I had it all. But every morning, I'd rush past the same man, sitting on a bench near my building. His hair was messy, his coat old and torn. But he always nodded at me, gave me a small smile, like he knew something I didn't. One cold January morning, I stepped out to grab my usual coffee. For some reason, that day, I stopped when I saw him. He was shivering, his hands wrapped around a cheap paper cup, empty. I don't know what got into me, but I asked, "Hey, want a coffee?" He looked up, surprised, and said, "Only if you'll sit a minute with me." So there I was, in my expensive suit, sitting on a cold bench, coffee in hand, next to a homeless man I'd ignored for years. He didn't ask me for money. He didn't ask for help. Instead, he asked me about me. He asked if I was happy, if I ever saw my kids before they fell asleep, if I even liked coffee, or if it was just to keep me awake enough to make more money. No one had ever asked me those questions. Not my board, not my partners, not even me. For the first time in years, I sat still. We talked for half an hour. We laughed about the weather, about old cars, about nothing at all. When I finally stood up to leave, he said, "Remember, not every rich man is wealthy." That line stayed with me. I went back to my office. I looked at the glass walls, the shiny awards, the full calendar, and for the first time, they felt empty. That night, I went home early. I ate dinner with my family. We laughed, or sat close. It felt like breathing after holding my breath for years. I never saw that man again. Maybe he moved on. Maybe he found help. Maybe he was just there for me, for that moment. Whoever he was, one coffee with him changed everything about how I see my life. Sometimes, the richest lessons come from the poorest pockets. That day, I learned true wealth isn't just money, it's time. Time to sit, time to listen, time to share a warm cup with someone who asks nothing back but your presence. Not every rich man is wealthy, but every wealthy person knows what really matters can't always be counted. In this story, I use the phrase, "hold your breath." When you hold your breath, you're waiting, tense, or living in a way that feels tight inside, like you can't fully relax. Sometimes in life, we chase so much, money, titles, more things, that we live like we're holding our breath every day. That coffee on the bench taught me to exhale, to live lighter, to share my time, and to breathe again. Have you ever had a small moment with a stranger that changed you?